Guys, how is everybody? I tell you what it is, right? I'm messing about. I'm messing about with this new little webcam. It's a tiny little thing. It's gonna be. I'm gonna probably take it away when I go away weekend here. So just bear with me. I'm not being vain, but it's not about how I look. It's how the sort of the background and everything looks. Does that all look okay? Just give me a thumbs up in the chat. It probably looks a bit off in terms of levelness and all that sort of thing, but there we go. And let me know you can hear me as well, because like I said, I've got a new webcam, I've got the old mic, and do you know what? Everyone just ignores me. Okay, thanks, thank you. That's all I need to know. Yeah, because what I've got it for, I want to be able to read while I'm doing stuff online, and so it's a little tiny thing that sits in front of the screen instead of on top of the screen. So, bit of innovation. Let's see what happens. Okay, right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drop a couple of songs in here, because hopefully I've got my life sorted out with the songs as well. Try to put them all into a bit of a. That's the problem when you've got a. Let's have a look. Desktop. Right. Well, we can have that for a start.
Whosoever will be saved, before all things it is necessary that he hold the Catholic faith, which faith except everyone do keep whole and undefiled. Without doubt he shall perish everlastingly, and the Catholic faith is...
You that lay. Said, come to me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke on you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly.
Okay, right, guys. I don't know whether I can do this with this camera, so I'm gonna see what I've got to do here to try and get this a bit better. See if that's any better. It kind of keeps losing focus and all that sort of stuff. Right. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to read the Bible. So I'm going to put the Bible into the screen, and I'm going to take all the comments out. And guys, I tell you why I'm doing this early tonight. Tell you why I'm doing this early tonight. Yeah, we are. It is all a bit of a test, a live test. That's really it, isn't it? A live test. Okay, so what as you know, I'm traveling over to this Advanced UK thing. So I want to read the Bible. I'm going to do one chapter because I'm really, really tired at the minute, and because I think I need to really sort my life out. I think I can do everything that God wants me to do. I think I just need to be better organised. So I need to pray for better organisation. Okay, and if anyone can help me get organised, I hope be more than welcome to take any advice. So let's just read these Bible verses. So I'm going to move my camera over to the side while I read them. And in those days, the multitude being very great and having nothing to eat, Jesus called his disciples and said to them, I have compassion on the multitudes, because they have now been with me 3 days and have nothing to eat. And if I send them away fasting to their own houses, they will faint by the way. For divers of them came from far. And his disciples answered him his disciples answered him, from where can a man satisfy these men with bread here in the wilderness? And he asked them, how many loaves have you? And they said 7. And he commanded the people to sit down on the ground, and he took the 7 loaves and gave thanks and broke and gave it to his disciples and set before them. And they did set them before the people, and they had a few small fishes. And he blessed and commanded to set them also before them. So they did eat and were filled, and they took up of the broken baskets meat that was left, 7 baskets. And they that had eaten were about 4,000. He sent them away. And straightway he entered into a ship with his disciples and came into the parts of Dalmanutha. And the Pharisees came forth and began to question with him, seeking of him a sign from heaven, tempting him. And he sighed deeply in his spirit and said, why does this generation seek after a sign? Truly I say to you, there shall no sign be given this generation. And he left them, and entering into the ship departed to the other side. Now the disciples had forgotten to take bread, neither had they in the ship with them than 1 loaf. And he charged them, saying, take heed, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and the leaven of Herod. And they reasoned among themselves, saying, it is because we have no bread. And when Jesus knew it, he said to them, why reason you, because you have no bread? Perceive you not, neither understand? Have your heart yet hardened? Having eyes you see not, and having ears hear you not? And do you not remember when I broke the 5 loaves among the 5,000? How many baskets full of fragments took you up? They say to him, 12. And when the 7 among 4,000, how many baskets full of fragments took you up? And they say to him, 7. And he said to them, how is it that you do not understand? And he comes to Bethsaida, and they bring a blind man to him, and sought him to touch him. And he took the blind man by the hand, and led him out of the town. And when he had spit on his eyes, and put his hands on him, he asked him if he saw aught. And he looked up, and he said, I see men as trees walking. After that he's put his hands again on his eyes, and made him look up. And he was restored, and saw every man clearly. And he sent him away to his house, saying, neither go into the town, nor tell it to any in the town. Peter's confession, the cost of discipleship. And Jesus went out and his disciples into the towns of Caesarea Philippi, and by the way he asked his disciples, saying to them, whom do men say that I am? And they answered, John the Baptist, but some say Elias, and others one of the prophets. And he said to them, but who say you that I am? And Peter answered and said to him, are you the Christ? And he charged them that they should tell no man of him. And he began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things, and be rejected of the elders, and of the chief priests and scribes, and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. And he spoke that saying openly, and Peter took him, and began to rebuke him. But when he turned about and looked on his disciples, he rebuked Peter, saying, get you behind me, Satan, for you mind not the things that be of God, but the things that be of men. And when he had called the people to him, with his disciples also, he said to them, whoever will come after me, let him deny himself, and take up his cross, and follow me. For whoever will save his life shall lose it, but whoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Whoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed, when he comes in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. And just read a bit of a commentary. This chapter is called the hinge of Mark's gospel, not hinge in brackets, but the hinge of Mark's gospel, because it moves from Jesus' public miracles and that immediacy, that powerful, rapid fire, miracle after miracle, confrontation after confrontation with the powers of darkness, it moves from that to his private preparations for his sacrificial death on the cross. And in Mark 8, these four attributes: deity, the fact that Jesus Christ is fully man and fully God; his love for the elect; his compassion for all people; and his kingship, intertwine themselves to reveal a Messiah who's both cosmically powerful, he's in control of everything, but also deeply personal and has deep emotions as well. The chapter begins not with a theological lecture, but with a physical need. Mark uses gut level empathy. That's what it means. Jesus had compassion. It was gut level empathy. And Jesus notes that the crowd has been with him for 3 days, and his compassion is practical. He worries they're going to faint. So he says to his disciples, gather up all the bread, let's make them a meal again. And they feed 4,000. They feed 4,000. And the whole of the chapter is miracle after miracle. But again, it's showing more and more who Jesus is and what he's about, and what he's done and what he's going to do and what he's doing now. So, yeah, great chapter. And again, I'm really tired. So I'm going to play a little bit more music, and then I'm going to leave everyone to it.
Jesus said, come to me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke on you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest to your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Casting all your cares upon him, for he careth for you.
For God so loved the world, for God so loved the world,
For God so loved the world,
for God so loved the
Jesus said, come to me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke on you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest to your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Jesus said, come to me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke on you and learn and my burden is light.
Guys, and that is going to be me for, let's see, probably do tomorrow morning, just again something similar tomorrow morning, very short, and then I'm going to get myself ready, get on a plane, go across to England, go to the advanced conference, and well, it's not a conference, what is it? It's a launch, a policy launch. 900 people, think about this, guys, 900 people have bought tickets to go into the Emmanuel Centre for a policy launch. Absolutely phenomenal. We're dealing with uncharted territory in British politics. Labour Party's finished. Conservatives finished. Reform, well, you just wait till the skeletons come out of the closet about Nigel and his friends. But again, I'm not going to go down too much of the political route. But you know what? This is where it's at. This is the most important part of all of it. And that's why we come under satanic attack. That's why we get worn down and worn out. And I think, we all need to seek God for supernatural strength, supernatural power to be able to do this. I don't know if that's for me, Ian. I'm in Belfast, well, just outside Belfast, so I'm in Northern Ireland. But yeah, let's have a look. Struggle. Yeah. Just trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord. There's all sorts of curveballs get thrown our way all the time. Guys, God bless you. It is really, really. I can't impress enough that I think that the praying for revival and praying that God will move is the most important thing we can do right now. Praying for everyone. And we need prayer. Thank you so much for that, Claire. You're reading the room very, very well. You're reading this very well, because that's what I need. I need prayer for protection. 100%. I absolutely do. I know that you know it. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. I'll see you all probably tomorrow morning. Then try and get a couple of bits and pieces done over the weekend while I'm in London. But we'll just see what God wants me to do. And we'll see how it all ends up. Okay, guys, God bless. See you soon. See you tomorrow morning.